Hey, what's up, YouTube? Coming at you with another Fast Friday, and once again, we're at the handy dandy tier list. But as you can see today, with the words on the screen, we have a different kind of setup. This really isn't ranking. I guess it is rankings in a way, but this is my predictions for the playoffs. As we all know, the playoffs start this Sunday at Darlington. Very excited about that, and yeah, I'm here for a wild playoffs. I feel like the safe pick for the championship four would obviously have Harvick and Hammond in it, and then maybe a guy like Truex or Keselowski. But I think things are about to get pretty wild. Every year it proves that one of the championship favorites going into it either gets knocked out in the round of 12, the round of 8. It never fails to see one of them drop. So we're going to see one of the strong contenders drop. So the round of 16 exit is where I'm going to start. Here's the first four drivers that are going to be eliminated. We got races at Darlington, Bristol, and then I believe Richmond. So, yeah, that's a lot of people want to put this man here, but no, we got 3 fantastic racetracks for him. He finished second at Darlington earlier this year after, wrecking Chase Elliott. But, yeah, he finished second in a rain-shortened race at Darlington this year. Always so good at Bristol. And then Richmond, he's won so many times that as well. So it'd be hard to keep Kyle Busch in the round of 16 exit. But as we all know, Kyle Busch enjoys saying it's still 2020. So anything could go wrong. Based on performance as of late, I gotta put DiBenedetto in the round of 16 exit because, boy, did he had quite the cushion over Byron and Johnson. And then I know plate tracks, there's a lot of skill that goes into that, but there's also a lot of luck. And he had a lot of good luck at Daytona. Logano spinning right in front of him, moves up and puts Johnson into the wall. The last lap, cars spinning everywhere in front of him, and he still makes it through. So maybe it's a bit of skill, but man, he really put himself in a bad situation. The races leading up to Daytona, and we all know there's Talladega, but that's not in the first round. So yeah, I don't think DiBenedetto, he's good at Bristol, but I don't think he's going to fare too well at Darlington and Richmond. And then the next one, I got to go with, it's hard because Austin Dillon, we actually see him in the top 10 quite a bit, and it's so random. It is very random. This is such a hard playoffs to predict because I'll wait on Dillon. I think Custer's kind of an easy lock for this. He's running very well lately, but look at the competition he's going up against. I personally don't see him running better than Boyer. I'll scratch that. I don't see him running better than Almirola. I don't see him running better than Kurt and Kyle Busch. Bowman maybe because they had a lot of bad luck and just poor speed lately. Byron's kind of surging. I don't see him outrunning any of these guys right here. Maybe Dillon. But then, like I said, I mentioned Boyer for a split second, and I see him exiting the round of 16. And then, I mentioned it earlier, I think Dillon's going to make it. And then I think the driver that's not going to make it is Alex Bowman. And it's tough to say that because I'm obviously a Hendrick guy. I like my Hendrick race car drivers. But the performance we've seen out of Bowman lately, he had a good run at Dover, but is Dover in the playoffs? No, it's not. So, he's good. He ran good at Darlington. We'll see. We'll see this weekend at Darlington if Bowman is back. But for now, and in my round of 16, this is also my predictions. It doesn't have to be yours. You can have different opinions, and feel free to put your predictions in the comments below, of course. But this is my first 4 to exit the playoffs. Now, I believe this is where luck starts to come into play because we have 12 really good race car drivers left remaining. I think Byron, they're on a hot streak, but I don't think they last. Same with Dillon. I don't think they last. That's just simply based out of performance this year and how hot and cold they both can be. And then obviously the whole pandemic in the air, like we've seen Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson both have to miss races. You never know. Any of these guys could get screwed because of that. Yeah, so I just don't think these guys. And then this number 22, I know he's one of my least favorite drivers, and I'm not saying this because he is one of my least favorite drivers. He scares me. He could be here, or he could be here. You never know what Logano is going to show up. I'm leaning towards more of a round of 8 exit for Mr. Logano, but for right now, I'm going to save him because we got to pick 2 other drivers, and it's so tough. I actually have Aric Almirola surviving the round of 12. Yeah. Kyle Busch, he's Kyle Busch. He's KFB, baby. He has made the championship 4 ever since 2015. The only one he missed was in 2014. And he's the reigning champion. It's hard to put him in the round of 12 exit. It's still 2020. It's a weird year. We could see Kyle Busch just make it by grace, make it to the championship 4. We don't know. But I have 2 more drivers to eliminate here. So we're going to get started with that. I'm going to go with Joey Logano, unfortunately. I think just Joey, he's just so, it seems like he's there in the stages, but then when it comes to the finish, I don't know, I have to look up the official stats, but from my perspective in watching races, Logano just doesn't have the speed that he once had before Bristol. I think Bristol kind of hurt them, it seems like, in some weird way. But yeah, so that's what I got going on there. And then for another exit, I'm going to have to go with Kurt. I think Kurt has been super consistent, but I think something's just going to just bite someone. And I have a feeling, as much as I like Kurt Busch, I have the feeling he's the one who's going to be bitten here by the playoffs. All right, now we are down to our final 8. We have to eliminate 4 more and select 4 members for the championship 4. So I'm going to go driver by driver here. Kevin Harvick. I got to have him in the championship 4. If I don't see that man in the championship 4, this thing is so beyond flawed. Lately, the drivers have been saving this playoff system. Actually, no, scratch that, because 2018 happened. And 2016 happened as well. Not that Johnson didn't deserve the championship, but there was plenty of other drivers that year that were so strong, including drivers like Kyle Busch. And I don't even think Carl deserved it. As much as I love Carl Edwards, I don't think Carl really deserved that championship either, because Keselowski was strong that year, Truex was strong that year. It was a mess. But anyways, I digress. Denny Hammond. There's too many good tracks in the round of 8 for him. Texas, Martinsville, he's gonna get in. Keselowski. I could see him winning Martinsville. I could see that happen. That might save a season too. And then it would eliminate one of these guys. So I'm gonna hold off on picking my final 4 member. And I'm gonna go to the round of 8 exit. Ryan Blaney, I love you, buddy. But there's a YouTuber out there titled NRF, and he is, as much as he likes to spew the whole stigma of Blaney can't win races, I mean, Blaney, I don't think he's a disappointment like he says he is, but he's right. Blaney can't finish a race. Does that mean he's disappointing? No, I actually think Blaney is running fairly well. But the fact that he can't win races, I think that's going to bite him. I think that will really end up being his detriment. KFB, baby, I'm sorry. You could be around a 12 exit, but I think you're just not going to make it this year, man. It's been a weird year. But I got you going to the round of 8. I think that's one of my leaps of faith right here, is putting Kyle Busch all the way to the round of 8. And then Aric Almirola, man, I'm sorry, dude, but I don't think you're going to make it either. I mean, I got you going to the round of 8, man, so please don't let me down. You've been a pretty big disappointment in some cases. I think the 1 year he made it to the round of 8 because he won at Talladega, but that was it. And then Truex and Elliott. Everyone knows Chase Elliott is my favorite driver. And I think if he can survive the round of 8, he can win the championship. And that's a lot of bias talking, but it's also somewhat speaking facts, because, hear me out. There's some tough tracks in the round of 8 for Elliott. Texas, he sucks at. But Martinsville, it is kind of feast or famine for him, but lately it's been feast. But like I said, I think Keselowski wins Martinsville. So that, my friends, is going to eliminate Chase Elliott. I think Chase Elliott does good on points, but he's going to lose out on points. I think Harvick's going to win somewhere easily. Hammond probably will too. But that's gonna put Martin Truex Jr. into the championship 4. And I think this is kind of safe. Don't get me wrong. I think I really think one of these guys, in my gut, I think one of these guys will not make it. It's just how it works. Someone is going to screw up. Someone's going to get caught up in someone else's wreck. Someone's going to have an engine issue. Someone's going to get disqualified because they're way too dang fast. And it's tough. It is really tough to predict the playoffs in this era because it's insane. It's absolutely insane how one race could ruin an entire 36 race season. That's just my opinion. I think we could do better with the playoffs, but for right now we got a drama show, and that's what they give us. So that's what I got to go with. So now I got to pick a champion. At Phoenix, out of all places. Who is good at Phoenix? Well, if you look at everyone here, everyone can run fairly well at Phoenix, including my number 9. So that's why I was kind of leaning on that, but it is what it is. I think he could, like I said, like we've mentioned before, he could be, shoot, he couldn't even be in a round of 8, so who even knows? But this is my grid, so I'm going to go with, I could see someone pulling off a miracle here. And that sucks, because Harvick, he was the old king of Phoenix, but lately it's been Joe Gibbs. So I got to give the edge to 11 and 19. But Harvick, once again, he did run well at Phoenix before the pandemic started. And so I'm going to go with... This is tough. I had Harvick planned for this video, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, that is one for one. I got called out on one of the videos for being way too safe or whatever. But it's just my opinion. I think Kevin Harvick is going to win the championship. I don't know what's wrong with stating that. So, no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my heart pick. I think Harvick's going to win, but my gut tells me Brad Keselowski. I don't know what it is. I think Brad Keselowski is going. Something in my gut tells me Keselowski's going to win, but my heart says Harvick better win because he deserves it. He's just been outright dominant. Hamlin, you can make a case for Hamlin too, but Harvick's points and consistency shows that he's had a far better season than Denny Hammond. So yeah, I think Keselowski is going. Something's going to happen, and Brad's going to win. But I really want Harvick to win. So there's your pick. All right, there's your upset pick that everyone loves. And shoot, let's since we got that sitting there, let's just do a goofy one as well, just real quick here, of what could happen, because we all know how nuts this playoff thing is. So let's go with this alternative playoff brackets. Since everyone saw the first one, this one's going to go by fast. For the memes, Kyle Busch, round of 16 exit, right? It's 2020, blah, blah, blah. Just to troll myself, Chase Elliott, yep. So much hype going into this playoffs for me personally, and then he gets eliminated. Wouldn't that be something, even though they're racing at Bristol, and I think these two guys will be fine. But, how about this? Let's go with Dillon getting eliminated. That's a safe pick. Almirola, you know what? Maybe he just sucks all of a sudden. Then, let's have Brad Keselowski randomly get eliminated in the round of 12. William Byron once again getting eliminated in the round of 12. Matt DiBenedetto. And then for the laughs, let's go with Harvick. Maybe he has some bad races at Talladega. Unfortunately, that actually could. Even though I'm joking, it could happen. Then Cole Custer, good effort, buddy. You almost made it. Alex Bowman, good effort. Clint Boyer, good effort. Martin Truex Jr., thanks for coming out, buddy. Here's your championship 4. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, and Denny Hammond. And then Joey Logano is your not champion. Kurt Busch wins the 2020 NASCAR Playoffs. You heard it here first, folks.